Paying taxes, everyone's favorite topic. Also on the web at clevercatholic.com. Paying taxes. Jesus made a lot of enemies in his life, who ultimately had him killed. Woe to you when all speak well of you. Luke 6:26. The plots to make trouble for him were often devious and well planned. After restoring a man's withered hand on the Sabbath, the Pharisees went out and immediately took counsel with the Herodians against him to put him to death. Mark 3:6. Herod was the sole ruler of Judea who faithfully forwarded the taxes of that region to the Roman Senate. And that line is from Wikipedia. The Pharisees, on the other hand, did not want to pay the tax. The Jewish Revolt over payment of taxes ended in 70 AD with the Romans destroying the temple. Thus, the Herodians would favor payment of the tax. The Pharisees would not. That's Matthew 22:16, New American Bible Commentary. As a retired IRS revenue officer, I recuse myself from the debate. He does have a thing for tax collectors, no? It's just a quick joke. I one time spoke to a CFO on the phone when we weren't allowed to make visits to houses and businesses because of COVID. She thought I was an imposter. I said, "Madam, the good news is I'm not an imposter. I'm really from the IRS. The bad news is I'm not an imposter. I'm really from the IRS." Despite these two groups' dislike for each other, the Pharisees and Herodians, they team up against Jesus. Cunningly, they put this question to Jesus: is it lawful to pay the census tax to Caesar or not? Matthew 22:17. If Jesus says don't pay it, the government would be against him. If he says pay it, the people will be angered. Jesus, thinking on his feet, knew their malice. He asks for a coin and says, "Whose image is this and whose inscription?" They replied, "Caesar's." "Then repay to Caesar what belongs to Caesar and to God what belongs to God." Those who willingly use the coin that is Caesar's should repay him in kind. The answer avoids taking sides in the question of the lawfulness of the tax. Jesus raises the debate to a new level. Those who have hypocritically asked about tax in respect to its relation to the law of God should be concerned rather with repaying God with the good deeds that are his due. New American Bible Commentary.